Well, Coley, you had your milestone. I know you and Jimmy would have wanted it to be about the team and not about you. That's the way it's turned out. Another 1-0 win. How pleased are you?
1-0's win leagues. 1-0 to the Arsenal. You know what? Anyone who knows me and Jimmy, we didn't want all this fuss. You know, it's just in the game for us. Another day. I know it's a special occasion because you've marked an anniversary, the combined time, 20 years, which is, you know, it's an achievement in its own right. But I prefer to look at things backwards rather than as what's going on, and I feared that I'd get away in the game, and I was just praying that they wouldn't score before he had the round of applause of 20 minutes. But Colby Bishop, one of our better players, they were all fantastic today, but he wanted to send a message to you, Dan. He said, "Ask Dan, can we not play under big crowds now?" So I think he wanted to have a little jibe at you there for questioning whether we could play in front of big crowds.
Fair enough. As far as the performance is concerned, you talk about a load of good performances out there. There's a 1-11 and substitutes. Great performance, wasn't it?
Well, I've just said to the players, and then I've just said it again in the previous press. If anything epitomised what me and Jimmy have tried to bring to the club over the 20 years, and we're continuing trying to, it's that spirit, that fight, that determination, skill as well, mixed in. You know, you couldn't have asked for any more. You couldn't ask for any more effort. You know, young Mitch there, he hasn't played a lot of football this season. Out in the cold, he's come in, ran his heart out, won his tackles when he had to. It was aggressive when he had to be. And all over from, as you say, from 1-11 on the subs, you give their absolute all. And if your players give that, how can you complain? How can you complain? Sometimes you're disappointed when the results don't go for you, but you just need a little bit of luck. Absolute stunning finish by Sean. We said that a ball had breaking in one of the boxes. Let's make sure it was in theirs. Sean's missed easy chances, and that it feels as though he's been playing forever without scoring. And I know that's a big weight off his shoulders. I knew fitting, on a day to day, but someone who's been with us the longest to score the goal, to win us the game. But at the end of the day, I know people are celebrating like we won the World Cup there, but it's only another 3 points. And in the grand scheme of things, yeah, it improves our current form, but we've got a lot of hard work to go, and that won't go missed by me and Jimmy and John Doolan and Jeb Brannan. That won't be missed by us. We certainly won't be basking in that glory. We'll enjoy the win tonight because it's Christmas, and it's always great to get a win over Christmas. I must say a special thank you to the fans, because for 20 years that on and off we've been here, you get the odd moments, and I know you get the odd keyboard warriors who will be very quiet tonight because we won. But they've been fantastic with us. We class a lot of them as friends. They were brilliant today. The Rotherham fans made it a great occasion. I know there's a bond between the two clubs. With what happened with one of their fans a couple of years ago, from the air ambulance fund that tried to set up to raise money for that. But I thought our fans were magnificent today. They got right behind the players, and they more or less sucked that ball into them.
What was it like for you personally? I know you didn't want to fuss, and you and Jimmy both looked like
you don't want to fuss, but you don't want it to be like a damn squib. And I was praying that they wouldn't score, and when they had the planned 20 minutes applause, I was praying they wouldn't score before that, and particularly they wouldn't score in that minute. So I was glad when that was out the way. And I got a bit emotional at the end. You see the banner that put up two kids from Kirby, and that's what it is. And we've only ever tried to do our best. Sometimes it's been good enough, sometimes it hasn't, but it's never been for the want of trying.
This time of year we talk about the fixture schedule. I know you don't buy into this, but managers talk about it all the time. When you're in good form, do you just want the next one to come round as quickly as possible? Shrewsbury on Wednesday, bring it on?
I think the players do, to be fair. And I'm never going to be this, you play too much football. It's never going to be my bag, because I love football. And when I was young, I played every single day of the week. And I know players went before me doing that same thing. And you see the hunger in people wanting to play football. It's a joy to watch. And the way we play today, was a joy to watch. That was 13 lads or 14 lads when we made all the subs, who had a determination that they wanted to win. They wanted to run themselves into the ground, and they were going to do whatever it takes to win the game. And that's really pleasing against a very good side, I must add. Rotherham, they caused us a lot of problems early on. They're very, very good at putting the ball in the box, and they're clever in the way they do it. Good footballers, good defenders as well. So, that is a scout. It's the first time we've beaten anybody above us, which is also a good bonus. But it's one of them one swallows, isn't it? And we can't get carried away with it. We can't get too high, can't get too low. We just enjoy Christmas.
4 wins from last 5, I think, in league games. That must make a positive difference, confidence-wise, and just even Sean McConville's winning goal. Be prepared to try something like that.
Yeah, but that's 2 1-0 wins. Now, the wins are great, but it's the nils that are even more pleasing for our defenders, because they've been much maligned. And I've said all along that they haven't played that badly this season. They've just been punished and had lapses of concentration. But they're great lads, and they're a joy to work with.
And I mentioned Shrewsbury, and that coming up next. They've had a big win, a decent win, certainly. You'll both go into that game feeling pretty confident, I would imagine.
Yeah, it should be a good game. And we've just got to try our hardest to try and pick up as many points as we can.
How are we looking personnel-wise? I know a few coming back from injury. Harry Pell was back on the bench. Matt Butcher's come on. What do you like with the COVID situation?
Yeah, not too bad with the COVID. I think we've got 2 or 3 out with that. A little bit of sickness as well, which everyone thinks, oh, it's COVID, and it's not. But people still get sick, and so we just monitor it. They'll rest up tomorrow, and then back to the mill. The hard yards on Tuesday.
I don't even know what day of the week it is.
No, yeah.
And just on the COVID thing, one last one. With the testing going on, games are still getting called off a few hours before kick-off. Is that uncertainty hard to deal with, or do you just prepare like it's going to be on, like it's pouring rain or snowing or something?
Yeah, you just got to say it's on, and then if anything happens, it happens. It's not the end of the world if games get called off. We have to play them again.